We're here with Tim and Tien from Tim Chaisson and Morning Fold, one of the few bands that we can name that comes out of Prince Edward Island. I guess 2 Hours Traffic, and then I guess you guys.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of bands that come out of Prince Edward Island, I guess. But there's tons of great bands there, but yeah, a lot of them don't get out, I guess.
How many people live in Prince Edward Island? What kind of scene is there?
Well, I mean, the total population, I guess, is about 130,000 people altogether on the whole island. And there's a great scene. Like, there's, I mean, on the East Coast especially, there's not a whole lot to do, I guess, other than drink and play music. So, you know, you gotta be musicians, I guess, at some point in your life when you're from there. So
you're 23 years old. You've got all these nominations and all these awards to your credit, either in PEI or in the Maritimes. How do you come to front your own band at age 23?
Well, I played in a couple of different bands before, and I used to play in a Celtic band actually, and then I decided to do the solo thing, and then I did that for a while, and then I found, and I released a couple of albums actually, just solo, and then found these characters to play with me, and just decided to kind of keep my name, I guess, and then have Morning Fold as well, so people know that they're going to get the full band, I guess, whenever they come watch us.
Kind of like Matt May's and El Torpedo.
I guess so, yeah, or Joel Plaskett Emergency, something like that. So.
Well, let's talk about Joel. Let's talk about your current album, which is called?
What's that?
Your current album?
Broken Hearted Beat.
And Joel Plaskett figures hugely into this record.
Yeah, big time. Well, it was produced by Gordie Johnson, and that's how we kind of. I'd met Joel before, but Gordie was really instrumental in making sure that me and Joel hooked up, and we wrote about 9 songs together, I guess, and some of them were co-written with Gordie, and some I'd just written with Gordie, and some I'd just written with Joel. So, yeah, we spent a lot of time making sure like the songs were the best they could be, and he's obviously a very, very talented songwriter and performer too. So,
how did you come to the attention of Gordie Johnson?
I met him at the East Coast Music Awards in Fredericton, I guess, maybe 2 years ago, and I did a songwriters workshop with him. And just kind of went from there. Like, he worked on one of the songs with me, and then just kind of kept talking. He came out to watch us play, and I was a big Sugar fan before I'd met him, and I was kind of like sat down in front of him, and he's kind of an intimidating character when you first meet him. But yeah, we were just looking for a producer, and he decided to hop on the project. So it worked out. Couldn't have worked out any better. So
now Joel is known for collaborating with people.
Yeah.
Lends a big helping hand to a lot of different folks.
He does, yeah, especially like, 2 Hours Traffic, who you had mentioned earlier. He produced all their records, and I think he co-wrote some stuff with them as well too. So yeah, he's great in that way, and he's so talented that, to have a piece of him on the record is, pretty cool. So
describe your sound, describe your attitude, describe what you want to say with your music.
Dean, you want to answer this one? Or?
Sure. I always try to describe it as like a pop folk music with a real East Coast flair. There's so many different styles of music going on in PEI. Like, obviously the Celtic is a huge thing, huge part of the maritime culture. But there's also great pop rock acts, like 2 Hours Traffic's great, and there's also a lot of great folk acts. I mean, Lenny Gallant comes from PEI and stuff like that. So I think when I'm trying to describe the sound, it's kind of a culmination of all those influences on PEI and in the Maritimes, and we try to kind of put it all together into this, what you hear on Broken Hearted Beat. Gordie was great at bringing a lot of that East Coast flair out in the music, I think. And
it's funny when you listen to the album, it's hard to explain the genre because there's a lot of different, there's some pop and folk, like Tien said, and a little bit of country and rock, and people kind of look like their heads spin, what are you trying to do? But I think the main thing is, and especially what Gordie I think captured, is you can listen to the whole album, hopefully, and it still fits under what we're trying to do, and it's not like one song's out in left field and one song's back there. So just trying to capture it all in an album, I guess.
So I guess the next step is to bust out of the Maritimes and take this across the country.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. So, yeah, that's the plan.
Well, good luck with it. Hope
Thank
you
you
do
very
well. And I know that you're going to perform for us here, so we'll get some of that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.